Welcome everybody. Welcome Dobby Socks. Yes. Welcome Stefan. Welcome guys. World's forever autumn. It is very autumny and wintry outside here in Scotland. It's very cold and rainy. Very wintry as well. Snow. Well, it feels as if there's snow, it's threatening it. How is everybody? How is this? The kelpie picture. Yeah, it's an interesting story, and I think a lot of people will love it. I'll read it out, and I've also got the other one about the winter lady. Yeah. I hadn't really heard. I had heard a similar story to the. Is it the winter? It's called. Wait to tell. Oh yeah. She's actually got a. She's the veiled one, Celtic goddess who ruled over the winds in winter. Appearing as an old veiled woman, she was both creator and destroyer and served as a patron of animals, particularly wolves. It's an interesting story, and I'll read the kelpie one. I'll just let everybody get in. Hello, Alison. Welcome. Welcome, Christina. Christine, sorry, it's Christine we've got today. Welcome, Christine. Yeah, I think you'll like some of the stories. I've also discovered another YouTuber as well who's Scottish. I'm going to try and get him on for an interview. He's got a great channel. I'll play one of his videos about the building of Stirling Castle. So, guys, I will come back about it. It's because I've got so much open. I'll come with it. He's like his child. A couple of these. I maybe need to shut down YouTube just now. I'll shut YouTube down just now. It's because of the weather, I think. It's either it's this computer. Is it keeping freezing and being annoying, or is it enough just to continue? If it's annoying, I'll put YouTube off in the background and just keep up the two stories. If it's annoying, let me know, guys, and I'll change it. I'll shut something down. Or I'll play the first video first. I'll play the video first on YouTube. I'm on the border but fascinated as most of my family are Scottish from more the noon to Perth. Brilliant. Alison. Freezing in most of my words, Dobby. Right, I'll shut the YouTube one down. Right, I've closed the YouTube one and I'll play that at the end and see if that maybe makes a difference. I'll keep it a wee minute going like this and I'll see if that makes a difference. Welcome, Kathy Sass. Hopefully that'll be okay to read it. It's good reads, you like them, honestly. They're good stories. And there's loads of different ones that I can read different times. I'll go through quite a lot of them. I've found a few of them that you'll be interested in about the witching things as well. Hi, Uncle Danny. You'll enjoy some of the stories. The kelpie one you'll enjoy because it originates for the Falkirk area. So you'll enjoy that. That's a good one. I'll start with the kelpie one. I'll give it to a couple of minutes and then I'll do the kelpie one. You'll enjoy it. I'll share my screen with it. That's what I'll do just now. I'll try and share my... If I can't share my screen with it, I'll just read it. Keep StreamYards up and read it on my phone or something. I'll go test it. It's been a busy week at the school, preschool, Stefan. Yeah, I bet it has. Busy. Sparkle. Just crazy. Yeah, we'll get a couple of minutes and see if everybody's coming in. I've put it out on Twitter, so hopefully they'll be in it. It's an interesting story. I'll start with the kelpie one. Right, I'll do the kelpie one, guys, instead of just sitting here. Right, wait, and then I'll share screen, right? I'll share a screen. Stop being annoying. I'll take the ad off it. Add, remove, details. That's alright, don't worry about it. We'll get it off. That's a bit interesting, isn't it? Let's see if that's done that. The other one's not doing it, the kelpie one is. Right, we'll do the other one, because that one's... Right, stop sharing. Right, we'll share this one. We'll share that, not letting me play it for adverts, guys, so we'll do the other one. This is the one about the winter witch. Share screen. We'll try that kelpie one next. Can you see that okay, guys? Let me know if you can see it okay. I'll come back to ask yous. Can you see that okay, yeah? Yeah, I'll do the kelpie one next. It's got a big advert in the front of it. I'll try and get rid of that. Or I'll do it on a different website. Right, we'll read this one about the winter witch. She's the Kali. Okay. Kali, the Celtic goddess. The Kali, or Veiled One, was a Celtic goddess who ruled over the winds in winter. Appearing as an old veiled woman, she was both creator and destroyer. Served as patron of animals, particularly wolves. There she's there, guys. Was the Kali an evil entity? The Kali had many different attributes, some benevolent and some fearsome, and due to that she wasn't considered solely good or evil throughout the year, with it raining during the summer and the Kali holding sway throughout the winter. Did the Kali ever marry? So basically she's the crone, Bridget. The Kali was married numerous times, but the best known of her husbands was the trickster deity, the Bodach, with whom she had many children. Okay. One of the great Celtic ancestors, the Kali, was the goddess of the cold and the winds, sometimes known as the Veiled One or the Queen of Winter. The Kali determined the winter's length and harshness. As both divine hag and creator deity, she remains a popular topic for poets and writers. The Kali dwelled in Scotland, Ireland, and the Isle of Man, and many places remain dedicated to her within their regions. Etymology: Kali is a common word in both Scottish and Irish Gaelic meaning old woman or hag. The current word was derived from Cailleach, a term meaning veiled one in Old Gaelic. These terms stem from a base root shared with many others that describe women, such as Caelan. Poets have given her different names across time. Digde or Digde, Milcrew, Big Rogue, the fairy woman who saved Lua and Arm as an infant, Blue, one of Lua's wives, and Burrock, due to many of these being separate characters altogether. Some scholars believe that Cailleach was one of a title rather than a name. Any old woman could be called a Cailleach. Her most prominent title was Cailleach Bearara, revealing her as a master of winter. The many regions named for her often gave her unique titles reflective of their respective landscapes. Examples included an Caelan Barra, the Hag of Beara, in County Cork, Ireland, and the storm hag in Scotland. Attributes. The Gaelic appeared primarily a veiled old woman, sometimes with only one eye. Her skin was deathly pale or blue, while her teeth were red and her clothes adorned with skulls. She could leap across mountains and ride storms. In the Manx tradition, the Gaelic was a shapeshifter, capable of transforming into a giant bird. The Veiled One was a creator deity that shaped much of her known landscapes. Whether she did so intentionally remains unclear. Her tools of creation and destruction included her hammer, with which she was able to control storms and thunder. In some legends, she also controlled a well that would occasionally overflow and flood the land. The Gaelic was never fully good nor fully evil. It varied from tale to tale. Though her association with storms and thunder, she was a natural and well destructive force. Despite this, she also cared deeply for animals, both wild and domestic, during the dark winter months. In all three Gaelic speaking regions, she was the patron of wolves, embodied by winter hunger. In Scotland, she also served as a deer herder. The Gaelic was both ageless and immortal. As winter gave way to spring, she would take a drought that returned to her youth. In Manx legend, she spent half the year as a young woman, half as an old crone. She was only known as the Gaelic during the later half. In Ireland, she had 7 periods of youth, after which she remained old permanently. The seasonal division between summer and winter, where the Calyx ruled winter and Bridget ruled summer, highlighted the association of the two goddesses. On Samhain, or October the 31st, the Celtic year ends and winter begins, marking the return of the Cailleach. In Scotland and the Isle of Man, the Cailleach transforms into Bridget during Beltane, a fertility festival held on May the 1st. The Cailleach was also a goddess of grain, a key resource in surviving winter. The last sheaf of grain harvested was dedicated to her and used to begin the next planting season. Like many Irish goddesses, the Cailleach was linked to sovereignty and rulership. Before anyone could rule the land, they had to first garner her approval. Sites. One of the Cailleach's most remarkable attributes was her association with places. The Cailleach was tried to inhospitable locations across the Gaelic speaking Celtic world. The Cailleach had more ties to local geography than any other Celtic deity. Many locations have retained the Cailleach's connections to this day. Such locations include Hag's Head at the Cliffs of Moher in the County Clare, Ireland, the Hag's Chair at Top of Slave, near Callan in County Meath, Ireland, Ben Crook, the largest mountain in Argyll and Bute, Scotland, the whirlpool of the Gulf of Corryvreckan of Argyll and Bute, Scotland, Ting Nan Cailleach ritual site near Glen Cailleach and Glen Lyon in Perthshire, Scotland, Benan Cailleach of the Isle of Skye, Scotland. Family. The Cailleach had few explicit family ties, the most well known of which were the Bodach, a Scottish trickster spirit with whom she had many children. According to an old Irish poem, she was a maiden 7 times, allowing her to have many children by many husbands, as well as countless foster children. By the time her final period of youth had ended, she had outlived her husbands and children alike, and was said to be the maternal ancestor of every Irish man. And while many of the Cailleach's myths had faded from memory, a number of rituals and traditions still exist. Collecting firewood. On Imbolc, on February the 1st of each year, the Cailleach runs out of firewood for the winter. In the Manx tradition, it transforms into a great bird and collects firewood in her beak. In Ireland and Scotland, meanwhile, she collects firewood as an old woman. If she wishes for winter to last longer, she makes the days sunny and bright for her search. If for her search, if she accidentally oversleeps the day in stormy and grey. Thus traditions hold that if February 1st is grey and wintry, winter will be shorter than that year. If the day is bright, winter will return due to her preparation. In the United States, the tradition was transformed into Groundhog Day, removing the Gaelic while the central ritual. Tic Nac Gaelic. The Gaelic, the Bodach, and the children appeared to the people of Glen Lyon and Glen Gaelic seeking shelter. Despite their fearsome reputations, or perhaps because of them, the family was granted shelter. During this period, the surrounding glens became incredibly fertile. Before departing the area, the Gladach gave the people a parting gift. The area would be eternally fertile, provided that they put up stones for her family between May the 1st and October the 31st, from Beltane to Samhain. Each year the ritual is repeated. Literature. The maiden rejoice when May death comes to them. For me sorrow is meeter. I am a wretched, I am an old hag. Lament of the Hag of Bara, translated by Lady Gregory. The Gaelic has appeared in literature throughout the ages. In the 8th century poem Lament of the Old Woman, she reflects on her faded youth and laments its loss. In Donald Alexander Mackenzie's 20th century retelling of Scottish folklore, the Gaelic became Beara, Queen of the Winter. The work retained much of the Gaelic's classic characterizations and, along with Lady Gregory's translation of old Irish tales, served as one of the most prominent sources of Gaelic myths. Other mythology. With Celtic deities, only appearing in Gaelic-speaking regions, namely Ireland, Scotland, and the Isle of Man, while Byronic Celtic regions told stories involving similar hags. None of these characters could rival the consistency. The Gaelic such hags included Black Annis, a blue-faced hag of Leicester, with iron claws who supped on children. These hags were often closer to the popular nation of a hag rather than the most capricious Gaelic. Outside the Celtic world, the Gaelic has numerous similarities based on her individual attributes. As a creator deity, she bore similarity to the Greco-Roman Gaia. The Gaelic was also remarkably similar to the Norse deity Skadi, the goddess of winter and darkness, as well as the Germanic Hol, wife of Odin, and master of winter's cold. Though her stormy hammer closely resembles Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, the Gaelic's behaviours and appearance were closer to that of Thor's foes, the frost giants. In Slavic mythology, Baba Yaga carried many of the attributes of the Gaelic, an impossible old woman just as likely to help as hinder. Baba Yaga made many appearances in Slavic folklore. Her leaping chicken-legged hunt moved into much of the same way the Gaelic did when she travelled between mountains. The Gaelic has appeared in multiple pieces of pop culture, including in Dungeons and Dragons in Brew Hag, taking the Gaelic's name and appearances as Blue Skinner, winter-based hag. In the fantasy television series Merlin, the Gaelic appeared when Morgana broke the veil between living and dead. She demanded a sacrifice in exchange for returning the Dorica to the land of the dead, and through Arthur and Merlin offered themselves, Lancelot gave himself instead. The band Crown of Astera featured a song called Gaelic Crone Moon on their album Crone. A short film written and directed by Rosie Reed Hillman told the story of Morag, an old woman in love with life on the edge of civilization in the Scottish Western Isles. The character, who wore a hood like a veil, bore more than a few similarities to the Gaelic. The Gaelic has appeared in a number of video games. She may only appear in fantasy series. 6 and appeared as a demon in the Megami Tensei series, most notably Shin Megami Tensei 2. Gamers will know what that is, I suppose. An analysis of the archetype wise woman healer that appeared in Ireland's old traditions can be found in Gerard O'Garaklin, Book of the Gaelic Stories of the Wise Woman Healer. But she is there. She's basically the winter. She's that information. That horrible. Did that come and go all the way through that, guys? Aye, well, that's true, Eva. Well, come on, sis. Become goddess. That's what it is, and it shows you that folklore in Scotland and Ireland, I suppose, in the Isle of Man, where she appears at different things in the different, but she's basically the same thing. She's grown. I find it interesting. There's loads of different interesting things on when that was that coming. That's at the end. That's just annoying, though. Yeah, to get rid of that. Come on, everybody. Sorry if everybody something I didn't see. Yeah, it'll come and go. It's maybe the weather. It's cold. It's the weather, or because Liam's on the Xbox. Yeah, but that's an interesting one, that one. But the one then it was long. Let me see if I can get rid of that. What I'll do is I'll take it off. I'll just go with the other one. There's loads of them. I'll Google another one. There's loads. Wish I could have just got it off that website I was on, because that's a handy one. I could all get the COVID video with my hanky in there. Choky. Should have just read it on that arenas of the kelpie. Met waterways. I don't really like reading it off of Wikipedia. I'll do the Scottish history one. Hopefully this one will read nice. Some of them you need to subscribe. The Story of the Kelpies, that one should be it. You need to subscribe to it, just to read a story. I'll leave it in the description, because they're interesting. I got a lot of things. I just Google it, read the first couple of paragraphs, see if it's going to be any good. And then if it's any good, I'll read it. I'll try another one. That one doesn't look it. I'll do the mythology one. The mythology one's usually quite good. I'll take that story off. And that story off. You know, these are the true stories. Well, the truer stories. But that should be okay. That's the one I read earlier. Excellent name. Love it. Stream possible. Is it coming in and out still? Is it still coming in and out? Is it still coming in and out? restart it. Do you think so, guys? Will I come out and in? Is it set up now? Is it okay now? Have I froze again? Have I froze? Do you think I should continue if I or restart? I'll restart. I'll just read it. I'll read it. Right. The buzzing stopped. See, the buzzing does it because I'm on my computer. When I'm on the other computer, it doesn't buzz. Buzzing stopped now. Right, I did. I sounded like a robot, Alison. No, I get it. I'd rather you were honest because I hate reading something and then you're like, oh, much better, Christine. I don't want to read it out if you're not enjoying it. I'd rather fix the problem and then read it, you know? I don't want to be reading it thinking it's... Hi, Colin. Hi, buddy. Hope you're okay. How are you? I don't want to be reading it and then you're not enjoying it. Still freezing in and out, Eva. Maybe once it settles. Right. See there, that's something. Right, wait till we see if I can get rid of that. Wait till we get rid of that. I don't know why it's not letting me get rid of it. Not letting me get rid of the advert. It maybe settled down now that I've took that other one off. I'm okay, Colin, thanks, buddy. Hope you're good. Just a picture. No, it doesn't want the kelpie one told. I'll find a better one, right? I'll still read one, though. I'll find a better one to read, but... A stupid old computer, that's what it is. I'll get it. That's what sounds better. Hopefully it'll no stop and stammer. Oh, this is going to be the same, this historic website one, isn't it? Right, if I keep it up too long, the advert pops up, I think that's it. Let me try. to share screen. Share screen. Chrome tab. Falkland, Scotland is home to the kelpie, the largest equine sculpture in the world, unveiled in April 2014. These 30-metre high horse head sculptures Helix Park near Emberway and monuments of Scotland's horse bridge. That's it. Cookie. Right. A kelpie is a shape-changing aquatic spirit of Scottish legend. Its name may derive from the Scottish Gaelic words calpeach or colpack, meaning heifer or colt. Kelpies are said to haunt rivers and streams, usually as the shape of a horse. See them there, guys? They're really nice. But beware, they are malevolent spirits. The kelpie may appear only at a river, particularly attractive to children. But they should take care, for once back, its magical height will not allow them to dismount. Once trapped in this way, the kelpie will drag the child into the river and then eat them. The water horse can also appear in human form. They may materialize as a beautiful young woman, hoping to lure young men to their death. They take on the form of a hairy human lurking by the river, ready to jump out at unexpected travelers and crush them to death in a vice-like grip. See, to sweep a traveller away to a watery grave. The sound of a kelpie's tail entering the water is said to resemble that of thunder. And if you are passing by a river and hear an unearthly wailing or howling, take care. It could be a kelpie warning of an approaching storm. But there is some good news. A kelpie has a weak spot, its bridle. Anyone who can get hold of a kelpie's bridle will have command over it and any other kelpie. The strength of the stamina of many more. It is rumoured that the McGregor clan have a kelpie bridle from an ancestor who took it from a kelpie near Loch Glod. The kelpie is even mentioned in Robert Bunn's poem, addressed to the Dell. When thou dissolve the sonny hoot and float the jingle icy bird, the water kelpies haunt the ford by your direction and night travellers unlured to the destruction. Children have children onto its back. It chases after the 10th. The child strokes its nose and his fingers become stuck fast. He manages to cut off and escapes. The other 9 children are dragged into the water never to be seen again. There are many tales include in mythology. There is the Nuggle in Shetland, the Shupil tree, and is the Isle of Man, the Cably Ushty. In Welsh folklore there are the tales of the Ceffledwa, and in Scotland there is another word, the each usage, and reputed to be even more vicious than the kelpie. So next time you're strolling by a pretty river or stream, you may be being watched by a river. Kelp, that's the story, guys. As I said, so Was that okay, or did it go away? Did you not hear that? Did it break up? Was it okay, or was it horrible? Can't think of any November colour. So that's annoying. Those other ones about the kelpie, one of the one I was watching, the guy that I'm going to show you his videos. The one he shows you about the kelpies. It tells you it's about half an hour long, and I would have played it. It shows you about all the different lakes and rivers in Scotland and all the different names they've got for the different rivers. It's quite good. Was okay at your end, Uncle Dana? Like when I was eating, guys, honestly, I really enjoy his chat. I hear about all the Scottish folklore guy. Like, yeah, when you swore the Gorbals vampire. So, I like his line battle before. Copy line. He's got a really good, you enjoy it. This is the vaulting of castle, naming a fairy folklore. Hopefully that'll settle down when it's a video. I'm going to play, but this is the guy's channel, guys. Honestly, if you like hearing about all the Scottish folklore and things, you'll love this guy's channel. I'll also put it in the description. Right. I'm not monetized yet, so not that I think he would bother me playing his video. It's kind of promoting him, isn't it? Right, share screen. Honestly, he'll enjoy this. This is the bully. Castle. It's She's says computer. Tell you it's that's computer. It won't know. It's because I need to create